So, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is an awkward camera angle, but it is what it is. Let me just say this. I'm not going to hold my tongue on the fact that the Knicks loss was really bad. Losing to an all rookie Knicks team, we don't want to see that again. I don't know how the Jazz is going to run their offense right now, but it's clear Rudy Gobert will be available. I'm not sure anything about Donovan Mitchell yet. But with or without Donovan Mitchell, the key man to deal with is Rudy Gobert tonight. And see, listen, let me keep this straight. I don't hate Charlotte as the city, but I just get nervous about the team because they be so inconsistent that it's hard to be positive about them. You want me to be honest? Let me make this clear. If you're a Hornet fan, I'm sorry if I for this breaking news that I'm about to bring to you in terms of the keys to the game. Listen, the keys to the game tonight is this. You see, let's start with the positives for thing. So I'm not a stats guy or things like that, but the Utah Jazz are fourth seed in the East. I mean, wrong. I meant to say they're fourth seed in the West because they play in the West. I'm I started wrong. While the Charlotte Hornets are the ninth seed in the East. Right now they're battling playoff elimination, which is not looking good on their end. Now, I'm not gonna clamor them for being bad or leading team that's losing you. I'm not gonna clamor them for that. But I'm looking at this team, and the first thing that comes to mind is this: when are you guys gonna stop wallowing in mediocrity and actually say enough is enough? We're tired of being stuck in the same zone. We need better. Because why am I saying that? Let's look at the keys to the game for tonight, which is what y'all came here for. So I might have to go in detail on this one because this is a very crazy matchup. And the next game after that is I'm not even gonna get there. Unless actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do keys to the game for 2 games straight because might as well deal with it. Okay. Keys to the game number one for the Charlotte Hornets versus the Utah Jazz. Now, Utah's main attraction is to deal with the paint protection. Although their bench is a sound Whiteside, and you have to hope that deal with the Whiteside situation. That's another reason why you have to look at it. So if Gobert is not doing so good, what is Whiteside gonna do? Because Whiteside is on the team, so Whiteside is also a shot blocker. So now, what is the keys to the game here? Number one, you have to run the pick and roll with LaMelo as the ball handler. This game requires that you have to run the pick and roll. Off ball LaMelo can't work in this game because the perimeter has been an issue for this team to deal with. Coin Snyder is going to struggle with the LaMelo and Trez pick and roll or the LaMelo and Miles Bridges pick and roll. The thing you have to do here is you have to draw out the Utah Jazz rim protectors. You have to draw out Whiteside and you have to draw out Gobert. You have to make sure that these guys are getting attacked in the pick and roll every time. You have to force them to defend the perimeter while you free up space for your guys on the inside. This game is going to require the inside game, inside out. Basically, starting from the inside to the outside. You cannot go doing live and die by the three, according to Jay Triano, head ass. You do not want to do the live and die by the three. Oh, we're going to shoot a bunch of threes and all that. No, it's not going to work here, bro. You're going to have time, patience. Which brings me to number two. Do not rush shots. Rushing shots is not going to help you. All that fadeaway threes Terry be doing, stop that bullshit. It's not gonna help you here. Because why? The Jazz are not a very good, fast paced team, right? You don't want to rush shots against a team with good rim protection and decent perimeter defense. You don't want to rush shots. Okay? I haven't even gotten to the bench yet. But you do not want to rush shots here. You have to take your time. I don't even mind passing or whatever. In terms of the playmaking, I need LaMelo to be the main decision maker when it matters the most here. Because I have a feeling that this team is going to have to force. So even when IT and LaMelo on the court, they're going to run that whoever offense on IT. Which brings me to keys to the game number 3, which is bench production. You're going to need a lot of bench firepower in this game. IT on def is gonna have to get better defensively in this game because against the Spurs, because everybody will be like, "Oh, they beat the Spurs. Why are you caring?" Wherever offense on IT, Spurs, Knicks, wherever offense on IT. God damn, I cannot even keep count. They be running that whoever offense on IT again, and I'm not trying to say IT sucks. He's a great addition. I've been so critical of him. I've only been critical of IT because of the defense. Apart from that, I have no feeling because the reason why IT hasn't been signed nowadays is because of defense. People know, everyone knows that he can score, but the question is, can he play defense? You're gonna need IT to lock in on defense in this game because if he keeps getting to be the focal point of attack on defense, especially going against Jordan Clarkson, who is their best bench scorer. Are you gonna tell me that Jordan Clarkson, whose comparison is just, I even think Book Knight should play this game. Yes, but I know they're not gonna play no Book Knight because they're not that bright. Play Book Knight in this game because his draft comparison is freaking Jordan Clarkson. Plus, Book Knight gives you length, and it makes your 5'11" backcourt on the or 6 foot backcourt look like a damn 6'3", 6'4" backcourt when you play. You need a guy like Book Knight in this game because why? As much as I respect IT for bench scoring. IT's defensively is not gonna be a good asset, bro. And you need defense. You need 3-and-D players. This is why I said bench scoring. Your bench, you're gonna need a 3-and-D bench in this game. So Oubre needs to start, get minutes from the bench. JT Thor, damn it, needs to get minutes. You need somebody that can defend. You need something that actually works in here. Because I look at this team and I start questioning, are you going to put the right players on the court? Are you going to make sure that the right players are set up properly to really win the game? Because for me, I could care less about how many points Melo score right now. It's about decision making. Can you trust him to say, you know what, son? I don't care if you have to score 50 points right now. Just do what's right for the team and do the best you can. I'm going to trust you I'm going to lay this brick down and you decide what you want on that brick. Do you want to put cement on it or let it rest? That's it. You decide. Because in this game, you're going to need a playmaker that's actually been trusted to actually run the offense. And since you have a guy that's looking at the coach, it shows like he's afraid that the coach might punish him. Like that's not a thing I'm looking forward to. I need which brings me to number four. You need to have the coach needs to trust his guys, his main playmaker. You need to trust him to make the right decision that's best for the team. Let him decide who gets the ball. I don't care about LaMelo's score right now. It's gonna come. LaMelo's gonna score eventually. It's about, can you trust him to make the proper decisions for everybody on that court? Can you trust him to be that lead decision maker on that court? That's all that counts. The thing is this: in this game, you need resilience. You need bench scoring. You need to draw out their interior forces and let them play perimeter defense, while you're freeing up space on the inside for people like Miles Bridges, freaking freaking Montrez, PJ, and the rest of them. Because you're gonna need an inside score. Plumlee, I don't trust him to play deep. Which brings me to number five. Plumlee must not start this game. I'm sorry to say it. Plumlee does not need to start this game. And here's why. Again, going back to the number one point. The pick and roll. Do not start Plumlee. But if you want to start Plumlee, that's fine, but you still got to run that pick and roll. Because the problem with Plumlee, should we remember the Knicks game where LaMelo ran a pick and roll for Plumlee? And this motherfucker, not only didn't he botch this shit, he was given a free rebound. His point guard gave him a free rebound. And this man couldn't rebound the basketball. But all of a sudden, he's averaging 8 rebounds a game. Make it make sense. He barely catches the ball. This is the same problem we've had with Cody Zeller. I'm going to say this the finest way possible. Rebounding is going to be key this game. You're going to need rebounding. So, if you look at this game right now, because I don't want to talk on the next game. I thought I was going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the next game right now because that's for later. The problem is, you need to have and for everyone who say I don't criticize LaMelo, I'm gonna criticize LaMelo on this one. This one, they're gonna do a foul out LaMelo tactic in this game. So because Thibs tried that, they're gonna try and do the foul out LaMelo tactic here. So if I'm Borrego, you still gotta let LaMelo play 3 fouls. The last game where you tried to let LaMelo play 3 fouls, that was an amazing job. I'm not gonna knocking you on that. That was an amazing job. The problem I had with you is you played to win the freaking game. Okay? LaMelo was your only offense that game. You still let him play. Even if it means injury, you still let him play. That's what Thibs believed in. Even the coach you were going up against. Because Thibs know, if Derrick Rose was my only offense, I'm going to keep going with him. If it's Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler, I'm going to keep going with them. That's how you develop a player. But in this game, it's not about LaMelo. It's about the fact that the reason why I said they're going to try a foul LaMelo tactic in this game is teams, and this is why I feel like Borrego should have sat down with LaMelo and coached him on proper defensive techniques. Because every time I watch this team, right, the first thing that comes to mind is this. They are cornering you very easily. And the first thing they try and do is try to foul out LaMelo. LaMelo was 1 foul away from being fouled out in the next game. Because they were doing that foul out LaMelo shit. And if I'm the Charlotte Hornets, I say you have to let LaMelo learn 3 fouls and say, hey, man, you can't be doing that. Guide him. He needs proper guidance in this situation because this game, they're going to try to do that foul shit. How do you respond? And that's the thing, because what Thibs did against Borrego in the next game was he tried to foul out LaMelo, and JB panicked under pressure again. He subbed out his only working offense, and they lost the game. Because forget that LaMelo was giving you the lead. LaMelo, Miles, was helping you. Even though Miles wasn't doing the most scoring, Miles led the team in assists that game. But we're not going to talk about that. Miles led the team in assists. On efficient percentage. I'm not gonna say that Miles was good in terms of scoring, but assists alone, Miles led the team in assists. This is time you actually have to trust your guys to really make the right decisions on the court. So I ask the question again: can the coach put the right players in the right position to succeed? Because this game is gonna determine how his coaching actually is. Because if your team is forcing threes, forcing shots, like Terry Rozier be doing because he's the number one victim, you as a coach needs to tell these guys, because you have to be hard on the vets if you want to be hard on the boys. Stop forcing shots. You can't always be forcing shots. That's not how you win games. You don't win games forcing shit. You win games by actually doing the right thing. You win games by moving the ball, being a team, doing the little things. Because it's funny that people would blame LaMelo for the fact that he's losing, that the team loses, but you don't pay attention to the fact that the team barely rebounds the ball. The team barely does the bare minimum to get rebounds, set screens, do the bare minimum. Which is why they lost. Which is another reason why they lost. Because I don't even want to go to the part that Mason Plumlee passed up an open dunk. The last time I saw this, Ben Simmons was still in the Philadelphia 76ers jersey. Ain't no way you had an open dunk and you passed it up. And it's not one, but twice. Remember the rebound we talked about? Where he was given a free rebound? He passed up. This man had a free putback. He passed that up. Yeah. You could have put the ball back on Jericho Sims' low ass. You're 1 inch taller than Jericho Sims. You could have boomed on his ass. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. When Plumlee dunks, he dunks with effort. As if like he feel, when Russell Westbrook dunk and you feel like that emotion, like, yeah, he's doing good. That's how Plumlee dunks. I'm not gonna say that Plumlee sucks. But when he dunks, it feels fierce. But it's like, what is this dude doing? What is he doing? I need Plumlee to stop passing up open dunks, which is the last few keys to the game, because this is all maybe all the rules. You can't pass up open dunks here. You can't pass up a putback. You had a putback that you could have boomed on low Jericho Sims' ass, and you couldn't. Losing to the all rookie Knicks is it's pathetic. But losing to a team that has two rim protectors, one as a starter and one off the bench, it's time to be real with yourself. Do you really want to go big, or do you want to go home?